Hello class, this is Dr. Forbes, and this video is going to walk you through the process of setting up your page in MLA formatting. First, what you want to do is go to your my.dallascollege.edu. Once you get there, you want to click on Online Tools. Then go to My Apps. You might have to sign in to your account if you haven't been in there for a while. Here are all the apps that Dallas College offers to students and faculty. On the apps dashboard, everything is in alphabetical order. So what you want to do is go all the way to the bottom to where it says Word. We're going to be using Microsoft Word Online Edition. The reason for this is you need to learn how to use the online edition, and also the online edition automatically saves to your OneDrive. So you have access to this document or your documents anywhere you have access to the internet. So we're going to create a blank document. The document comes up and it automatically assigns a name to the document. To rename your document, you just click here and it'll open the box. So I'm going to name this MLA Page Formatting Video Instructions, but you would name your documents whatever you need to name them. It automatically tells you the location of your documents. If you want to move it somewhere else, you can click on this and you can move it to a new folder, or you can create new folders. But for our purposes, this is what we want. Now the little cloud says that it is saving to your OneDrive, and then the little green check mark tells you the last time it was saved. And you should see the little green check mark so that you'll know it's being saved automatically. So as we look at our blank page, the first thing we want to do is to set it up correctly in MLA formatting style. So we need a different font. So we choose Times New Roman. If it's not there, you can just type in Times and it'll look for it. We always use size 12 font, so that's correct. Then the other thing you need to do is go to the Layout tab, and we're going to make sure over here on the left hand side that the margins are set correctly. 1-inch margins all the way around. Then we want to come over here to spacing before and spacing after and make sure that it is at 0. Okay, so now we go back to our home page. And the next thing we want to look at is the text alignment. Make sure that it is aligned to left. And then we want to go to our More options, these 3 little dots here, and we're going to choose line spacing. And line spacing should be 2. Let me do that again so you can see. Choose 2. All right. Now I think we're ready to start typing on our document to set up the basics of the page. So the first thing that I want to do is to insert my header. So I'm going to the Insert tab and I'm going to choose Header and Footer. If you notice here, it brings up 3 kind of shadowed squares or rectangles. Click in the last one on the right hand side. Type in your last name and a space. Now we're going back to Insert and we're going to choose Page Number. And page number is this one right here on the right hand side of your header. Now what this does is every time I start a new page, I'll have my last name and it will have the appropriate page number there. And we want to go back to home. Make sure our text alignment is left. It is. And we're going to type our first and last name here. Hit enter. This is your professor's name, the class that you're in, and then the date. The dates are always the day, the month, and then the year. The day, the month, the year. And then hit enter. Now we're ready for our title, but our title is centered horizontally on the page. So I want to go back to alignment and choose center. Okay, so now I have the title of my essay. Now hit enter, and right here it is showing me that I'm still on centered alignment. So go back up here to your alignment and choose left again. For every paragraph that you start, the first thing you do is tab, which indents the tab 1/2 inch from the margin. You're going to tab one time for a 1/2 inch indent. This paragraph is your introduction. Do you see how the AI within Microsoft here is giving me a kind of a shadowed end of the word? That's AI, predictive AI. And it's trying to predict what your next word will be, or maybe even the word that you're typing. If this is correct, you can just hit tab and it will automatically finish the typing for you. Now, sometimes this is very helpful. Sometimes it is not. Sometimes it does not predict correctly, or it predicts the wrong word. So you always have to read it to make sure it's predicting what you wanted it to say. The introduction should be about 5 to 7 sentences long. And the last sentence should be the thesis statement or the controlling idea. Okay, so there's your introduction. So we'll pretend that we've written our introduction and we're ready for our first body paragraph. So you hit enter and then you tab again. Remember, this is the first sentence of the next paragraph. So I've already typed this out to save us some time. So I'll just highlight it and copy it. Now, anytime you copy and paste something, it always comes up with this box and says, what do you want to do with this? I want to merge my formatting. I want to make sure that what I copy and paste is formatted the same way as the rest of my document. Each paragraph should be about 5 to 10 sentences in length in order to build your ideas related to your topic sentence. The first sentence will be your topic sentence. And we'll cover this in class and we'll be talking more about that. Hit enter and tab. This is my third paragraph. So I'm just going to paste that back in there. Paragraphs don't have a prescriptive length, so it depends on how much you need to write or research in order to fully build that paragraph. So we're going to hit enter and tab, and this is going to be our conclusion. Now I have a lot of information about the conclusion, so I'm going to copy and paste it here, and then I'll talk to you about it. Conclusions wrap up what you've been discussing in your paper. After moving from your general to your specific information in the introduction and your body paragraphs, your conclusion should begin pulling back into more general information that restates the main points of your argument. Yes, everything that we write is an argument. Conclusions may also call for action or an overview of possible future research. This is especially true in your argument and your persuasive papers. The following outline may help you conclude your paper. Topic sentences, fresh rephrasing of the thesis statement, supporting sentences, summarize or wrap up the main points in the body of the essay, explain how the ideas fit together, the closing sentence, the final words, connects back to the introduction, and provides a sense of closure. Now we are finished with our page formatting. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope that you use this video as you set up your page formatting. You can watch the video so that you have the correct formatting for your papers. Thanks for watching.